Being simple is my fashion, but wearing this off-shoulder with jeans is not my fashion. You wanna know why? Because I lost my confidence when something in my body could be seen of others. One day, I wore these clothes and they said, "Oh, wear that again. You look pretty." It's so nice. Bagay sa imuha. Myself begins to build this confidence when someone appreciated my appearance. And now I did it. I've realized that confidence does not depend on others' opinion or from others seeing you or telling you who you are, but it will begins on our own fashion, on what we want and how we are trusting of our own selves in our own fashion. Today, I'm emotionally expressing this clothing. My clothing certainly affects my confidence. I believe that I'm a confident person that when I have own what I consider to be good outfit. Wearing these jeans and off shoulder, I love and I think I feel fit well. It makes me feel that I can do anything just a little bit better. When it comes to choosing clothing, it's all about the fit and how it makes you feel when you're wearing it. When we feel confident in ourselves, we are able to trust in our own qualities, abilities, and judgment. And this is what I did.
Alright, good morning students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so now before we proceed to our discussion, we will have our prayer. Everybody stand up. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Again, good morning class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so everybody sit properly and kindly arrange your chairs and pick up some papers. Okay, now last time we discussed about what? About noun. Okay, so noun is used to identify a classes of what? Places, things, and the name of a person. Okay, so now what is the example of a noun? Davao. Okay, Davao. From the word Davao, it is the name of a place. Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed to our discussion. And let me introduce to you our objectives in this lesson. Everybody read.
Identify action words and write a sentence using action words.
Okay, so these two objectives is that identify action word and write a sentence using action word. But before that, we will have a poem. All you have to do is read this poem, which is entitled Plea by Plutarch. Everybody read.
I jump, I shake, I dance, I hoop, I like to move, I cannot stop, I stood and roll across the floor, I spin in the circle out the door, I run outside, I leap, I skip, I bounce, I slide, I swing, I flip, but I'm careful, I don't trip.
Okay, so based in this poem, what is our possible topic? Do you have any idea about our topic or about our lesson for this morning?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so this poem is related to our discussion this morning. So now let's proceed to our proper discussion class. We have here the verb. Now, what is verb? Do you have any idea what
No,
is verb? No? Okay, so now we will identify what is verb. Okay, so everybody read.
Verb is an action word.
Okay, so verb is an action word. Verb is an action word or a word that take an action. Okay, so we have here an example of the verb.
Running, walking, jumping. jumping.
Okay, so these are three example. What we call is the verb or an example of action word, because these three word was described in taking an action, like walking. So in walking, you are actually act or having a movement in doing our activities or to perform our daily lifestyle, like running, jogging, or jumping. Okay, did you understand what is the verb? Okay, so verb, which is it's all about action word, which is it is related to our daily activities. So we back to our poem. I jump, I shake. So it means she or he is doing jumping or shaking because she or he is taking an action. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, for more understanding about our topic class, I have here an activity. But before that, I will group you into two groups. This is the group 1 and the group 2. We have here the everybody listen to the instruction. You have to create group 1. You have to create a scenario about household chores that show an action word. Okay, so I will give you 15 minutes to do your task. Now, in group 2, you have to, everybody read.
Underline the action word of given sentence. Present and discuss your answer.
How can
Can
you
we
say
say that the underlined words are
the
the action word?
Okay, so you have to underline the action word of the given sentence. Okay, so did you understand the instruction? Nakuha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you may start now. Okay, everybody sit properly, arrange your chairs, and now we will have to discuss about our lesson for this morning. So before we start our discussion class, we have here the objectives in this lesson. Okay, everybody read.
Identify the form of verb.
Okay, so you have to identify the forms of verb. But before that, we have here a song. Our song is about the entitled I Can.
Yes, I can. I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can. Yes, I can. I can jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. I can swim, swim, swim like a whale too. I can walk,
Everybody,
walk like a tall giraffe. And I can know streets. I can run.
everybody.
Yes, I can. I can. Yes, I can. I can.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. I can. Yes, I can.
Everybody sing.
I can roll, roll, roll like a jungle snake. I can sleep, sleep, sleep like a sloth all day. I can fly, fly, fly like a bird in the sky.
Everybody sing.
And like a monkey, I can climb.
Okay. Hey, so have you enjoyed your song?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. It's nice. It's nice to hear. Now, we have here this song. So, based on this song, do you have any idea about our topic in this morning?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes, Cyril, do you have any idea which is our should be our discussion for this morning? Okay, thank you. Now we proceed to our discussion class. Okay, we have here a let's talk about the forms of the verb, right? Okay, so everybody listen.
Present tense.
Okay, so these are present tense expressing an action that is currently doing, going on, or habitually performed, or a state that currently or generally exists. So it means present tense which is doing or actually doing or action on time, like running. So I can run. So she is running. So it means on time or that time she is or he is running. Okay, so we have past tense. Past tense, everybody read.
Expressing an action that has happened or a state that previously existed.
Okay, so if we talk about past tense, which is tapos na or tapos na ginagawa, like last year or last or yesterday. If we talk about yesterday, we have here that example of past tense. Last night, I played my guitar loudly, and the neighbors complained. So, last night, he or she is played a guitar. Okay, so, from the word last night, tapos na or the action word was done or finished because she used or he is used last night. Ibig sabihin, tapos na ginagawa ang action or ang kilos. Naiintindihan ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, we have here the example of present tense. I am going to the varsity. So, it means this time or right now, he or she is going to the varsity. So, ginagawa pa niya on time ang action or ang kilos. Did you get my point, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for more understanding about our lesson, I have here an activity. Okay, before that, I will group you into two groups. This is the group 1, the group 2. Okay, so we have here the activity 1. Okay, this is the group 1 activity. Locate it. So now before that I will give you a reading materials, which is the dialogue about John and Mark. So you have to locate, all you have to do, you have to locate the verb and the past tense and the present tense in their dialogue. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here is the reading materials or the dialogue in group 1. Now, let's proceed to group 2. Okay, everybody listen the instruction. You complete it. Direction, give, everybody read.
Give the past tense of the verb in the parentheses.
Okay, so all you have to do, group 2, you have to provide or give the past tense of this in this parenthesis. Last year, I go blank to Davao on holiday. Okay, so this close parenthesis, you have to provide or give the past tense of the given action word. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you may start your task. Grade 3, have you finished your task?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this time you're going to present your output here or the scenario. Okay, so this scenario, which is about the household chores. Always remember, class, that verb which is an action word that we are always use in our daily lives, like washing the dishes or even in cleaning the house. So those action which is an example of action word. Okay, understand class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's proceed in group 2. The group 2 which is present your output here. Why the underlined word is an example is become or was become an action word. Okay, can the learning representative? Okay, so the action word in the sentence which is a played. Why? Because
Mila was playing a piano.
okay, because Mila was playing a piano. Okay, class. So thank you, and you may sit down. Okay, so we have here another activity. Is this activity which is called entitled "Do It." Okay, so everybody listen to the direction class. So you have or you are going to create a sentence using an action word, but except the example, our previous example lately. So you have to create your own sentences using action word. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can start now. Okay, grade 4, are you done with your work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're in group 1, you have to locate the present, the past tense of the dialogue of from the given materials lately. So now any representatives to give an example of their output. Group 1, yes, Asli. Quiet, everybody quiet. Okay, very good. So, the verb which is play, and the past which is become played, and the present was playing. Okay, so now another one, group 2. Yes, Cyril. Okay, so last year I went to Davao on a holiday. So she using a went for the past tense of go. From the past tense of the go, which is went. Always remember, class, that the two forms of the verb, which is the past tense and the present tense, right? Okay, yes. Now, the past tense, class, which is using the past action word, like talked, and talking. So now the past tense, which is indicates the doing lastly, or the action word was done or finished. And if we talk about present tense, the present tense which is doing or going, the action word was going habitually or actual or and on time, right? Okay, so that's for the two forms of the verb, which is past tense and the present tense. Now we have here another activity, okay, which is the fill it. Fill it. Okay, so everybody read.
Fill in the blank below.
Okay, so you have to fill in the blank below, which is past tense, the given word or the given verb. Okay, talk, read, play, count, and run. Okay, so nakuha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can start now.
Hey, grade 3, are you done with your work?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so pass all your papers in front. Okay, thank you. Everybody sit properly. Okay, now we have our assignment. Now, I have here an assignment which is an essay. All you have to do in your paper, write an essay which is the word that how action words or the verb are important in constructing a sentences. So, all you have to do is to write what is your idea or how action words are important in constructing a sentence. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in your written output, it should be written in 2 paragraphs and 3 sentences in each paragraph. Okay, so nakuha ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so okay, grade 4, are you done with your work, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everybody pass your papers in front. Okay, thank you. And now I will give you an assignment, class. So this is entitled "Let Me Do It." Okay, so you have to construct 10 simple sentences, 5 past tense, and 5 present tense sentences. So you have to write it in your paper. Okay? Nakuha?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige. Thank you so much. And that's all for our discussion in this morning. Thank you and God bless. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat, mga bata.
Magandang hapon po.
Okay, bago tayo magsisimula sa ating tatalakayin, mayroon tayong gawain. Mayroon tayong 2 larawan. Ang mga larawang ito ay napapakita ng
Pag-ehersisyo at
pag-ehersisyo. Ito ay napapakita ng pag-ehersisyo. Ngayon, ano ang masasabi niyo sa pangalawang larawan?
nagbabasa ng aklat.
Ito ay nagbabasa ng aklat. Mayroon ba kayong ideya kung ano ang ating itatalakay ngayong hapon base sa inyong nakita?
Wala po.
Wala. Ang mga larawang ito ay isang may parte o tungkol sa ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon. Nakuha?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige. Ang ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon, mayroon tayong 3 layunin. Una, ito ay
Matuklasan ang kalagahan ng sarili.
pangalawa,
May pamalas ang maayos sa pagmamahal sa sarili. Magkaroon ng patitiwala sa sarili.
sa ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon, dito natin may pamalas o matuklasan kung paano natin papalagahan ang ating mga sarili. Ang ating mga sarili, mapapalagahan natin tulad ng
Pag-aalaga sa iyong katawan. Kakayahan ng pagtitiwala sa sarili.
dito natin maipapakita na tayo ay may pinapalagahan o paano natin papalagahan ang ating mga sarili. Pag-aalaga sa iyong katawan. Dito natin maipakita na tayo ay nagpapahalaga ng ating mga sarili. Maging mabuti sa pamilya, pag-aaral ng mabuti, pagkain ng masustansyang pagkain. Ika natin ang ating mga larawan kanina. Dito natin makikita ang pagpapahalaga ng kanyang sarili dahil siya ay nag-ehersisyo. At ito ay nagbabasa, so it means siya ay nag-aaral ng mabuti. Ang mga larawang ito ay isa sa mga nagpapakita kung paano natin pinapahalaga ng ating mga sarili. Naiintindihan?
Opo.
Okay. Mayroon tayong gawain. Bago tayo magsisimula, ipapangkat ko kayo ng 3 pangkat. Dito, unang pangkat, pangalawang pangkat, at pangatlong pangkat. Unang pangkat, basahin ang panuto.
Isa sa dula ang pagpapanatiling malinis na tahanan.
Pangalawang pangkat,
Isa sa dula ang maayos na paglilinis sa katawan.
pangatlong pangkat.
Isa sa dula ang pagkain ng masustansyang pagkain.
Okay. Yun ang inyong gagawin sa ating gawain. Ngayon, bibigyan ko kayo ng 10 minuto para maghanda sa inyong mga gagawin. Lagi nating tatandaan na Importante at dapat nating panatilihin ang pagpapahalaga ng ating mga sarili tulad ng pagliligo araw-araw at kumakain ng mga masustansyang pagkain. Naiintindihan ba?
Opo.
Ngayon, para sa ating mga dagdag kaalaman, mayroon tayong gawain. Lagyan ng T kung tama ang bawat patlang kung ito ay nagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga sa ating sarili. At M kung hindi ito nagpapakita. Sige, kumuha ng isang pirasong papel. Pasa ang iyong mga papel. Salamat. Ngayon, mayroon tayong takdang aralin. Itala ang iyong mga nagawa sa buhay na nagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga sa sarili. Dito, ilagay o isulat kung ano yung mga bagay na nagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga ng ating mga sarili o inyong mga sarili sa inyong buhay. Naintindihan ba?
Opo.
Magandang hapon sa ating lahat, mga bata.
Magandang hapon po.
Okay, bago tayo magsisimula sa ating tatalakayin, mayroon tayong gawain. Mayroon tayong dalawang larawan. Ang mga larawang ito ay napapakita ng
Pag-ehersisyo at
pag-ehersisyo. Ito ay napapakita ng pag-ehersisyo. Ngayon, ano ang masasabi ninyo sa pangalawang larawan?
Nagbabasa ng aklat.
Ito ay nagbabasa ng aklat. Mayroon ba kayong ideya kung ano ang ating itatalakay ngayong hapon base sa inyong nakita?
Wala po.
Wala. Ang mga larawang ito ay may parte o tungkol sa ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon. Nakuha?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige. Ang ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon, mayroon tayong tatlong layunin. Una, ito ay
Matuklasan ang kalagahan ng sarili.
pangalawa,
May pamala sa maayos sa pagmamahal sa sarili. Magkaroon ng pagtitiwala sa sarili.
sa ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon, dito natin may pamalas o matuklasan kung paano natin papalagahan ang ating mga sarili. Ang ating mga sarili, mapapalagahan natin tulad ng
Pag-aalaga sa iyong katawan. Kakayahan ng pagtitiwala sa sarili.
dito natin maipapakita na tayo ay may pinapalagahan o paano natin papalagahan ang ating mga sarili. Pag-aalaga sa iyong katawan. Dito natin maipakita na tayo ay nagpapahalaga ng ating mga sarili. Maging mabuti sa pamilya, pag-aaral ng mabuti, pagkain ng masustansyang pagkain. Ika natin ang ating mga larawan kanina. Dito natin makikita ang pagpapahalaga ng kanyang sarili dahil siya ay nag-ehersisyo. At ito ay nagbabasa, so it means siya ay nag-aaral ng mabuti. Ang mga larawang ito ay isa sa mga nagpapakita kung paano natin pinapahalaga ng ating mga sarili. Naiintindihan?
Opo.
Okay. Mayroon tayong gawain. Bago tayo magsisimula, ipapangkat ko kayo ng tatlong pangkat. Dito, unang pangkat, pangalawang pangkat, at pangatlong pangkat. Unang pangkat, basahin ang panuto.
Isa sa dula ang pagpapanatiling malinis na tahanan.
Pangalawang pangkat,
Isa sa dula ang maayos na paglilinis sa katawan.
pangatlong pangkat.
Isa sa dula ang pagkain ng masustansyang pagkain.
Okay. Yun ang inyong gagawin sa ating gawain. Ngayon, bibigyan ko kayo ng 10 minuto para maghanda sa inyong mga gagawin. Lagi nating tatandaan na importante at dapat nating panatilihin ang pagpapahalaga ng ating mga sarili tulad ng pagliligo araw-araw at kumakain ng mga masustansyang pagkain. Okay, good morning students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Before we will start our discussion. We will have a prayer. In the name of the Father,
Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so before we proceed to our proper discussions, let me introduce to you our objectives in this lessons. No? Okay, so we have three objectives in this lessons. Okay, please everybody read. Eyes on the board.
Identify the different body parts and their movements.
Okay, we have to identify the body parts and their movements. Next.
Appreciate the different body parts and movements through games and perform different body movements and body parts through enjoyable physical activities.
Okay, so these are the three objectives in this lessons. Now, before we tackle our topic for this morning, we will have an activity. Okay, so this activity is we have to dance. Okay, because this is a dance exercise. Okay, please stand up and we will play the music. Everybody. Okay, thank you. So, now based on our activity a while ago, do you have an idea about our topic?
Exercise.
Exercise. Anyone? Volunteer? Yes, Cyril?
Stepping.
Stepping. Well, okay, so, that is a part of our, or related to our topics for this morning. Now, our topic for this morning is about the locomotor and non-locomotor movements. Okay. Now in this topic, do you have a prior knowledge about locomotor and non-locomotor movement? Class, do you have an idea about the locomotor and non-locomotor movements? No? Okay, so let's proceed. Locomotor movements, everybody read.
Refers to body movement that move the body from one place to another.
Okay, so refers to body movements that move the body from one place to another. So, ibig sabihin, you have to travel from one place to another and this place. Say for instance, you can move your body, but also you can travel. Okay, that's the locomotor movements. Next is we have non-locomotor movements. Everybody read.
Also called axial movement. There are movements of certain body parts or even the whole body without causing the body to travel.
Okay, so non-locomotor movements is also called a axial movements, which is causing you to you can move but without causing to travel in the other places. No, okay, you can move your body but without causing to travel. Okay, so we have the parts of locomotor movements. Everybody read.
Walking, running, hopping, sliding, jumping, skipping, galloping, leaping.
Okay, so we have walking. Okay, so this word or action word is very familiar, right? Because every day we can walk in every activity of our lives. Now, walking, this is a forward locomotor movement. Its steps always contacting to the ground, right? Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next is running. Okay, do you familiar with what is running? Class? Yes, this is a running. Running is the fastest locomotor movements. Both feet are flight at the same. Okay, so very fast. Moving at a very fast movements. Okay. Now is hooping. This is a forward locomotor movements. Using the foot, using to push and to land. Okay. Next is we have sliding. This is a begin with a powerful slide steps. So sliding is you have to travel into other places. Okay. Next is we have jumping. This is a forward locomotor movements using a push and land. The steps is you can bend your nest immediately. Next is we have skipping. Forward, it is a forward locomotor movements, which is rolling steps followed by a half, and the step is a half pattern to repeat by the other feet. Okay. Next is galloping. What is galloping? It is a yourself is a left foot should stay while the front is strolling. Okay, did you get my point, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next is leaping. Using one foot, bend to fly, and using other foot to bend and to land. Next is we have leaping. Okay, that is leaping. We have the parts of non-locomotor. Okay, everybody read.
Stretching, bending, pushing, swaying, vibratory, shaking, twisting.
Okay, so we have stretching. In stretching class, you have to bend your body without traveling. That is the part of non-locomotor movements. Bend, pushing is just like a push up. You can push to the ground and just like a taking exercise is you can push to the ground. Next is the swaying. Swaying is just like this. You can move but without causing to travel the other places. Okay? Did you get my point, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next is rotating. Okay? Have you remember from the our activity a while ago that we are doing a rotating just like this. Rotating or just like this. Rotating or cycling. Now is circling. Circling. Next is vibratory. You have to vibrate your body like this. Vibration na siya. Next is shaking. You have to shake your body but without causing to travel. You can still remain with your place and have a movement. Now twisting, just like this. You can move your body, but you are not you cannot going to the other places. Okay, so that's all for the lessons, which is the topic is non-locomotor and locomotor movements. So for more understanding about our topic, I have here an activity. So this activity called pick me. Okay, all you have to do is to pick or choose these cutting papers, and then you have to perform the written words in this paper. After you perform, you have to identify in what kind of locomotor in that movement.
Okay, did you get my point, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's begin to Cyril.
Sliding.
Okay, sliding. Okay, can you perform what is the movement of this word? Okay, very good. Now, what kind of locomotor is this?
Locomotor.
Okay, locomotor movement. This is a locomotor movement. Okay. Next is
Twisting.
yes, twisting. Now, what is the movements of twisting? Okay, so what kind of locomotor movements?
Non-locomotor.
Okay, this is a non-locomotor movements, which is twisting, or twisting is like this. Okay. Okay. Is there any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Always remember, class, that locomotor movement is movement that you can travel from one place to another places. And when we see non-locomotor movements, that is a movements, body movements without causing to travel from one place to another places. You can still remain in your places if you have to move your body, because that is a non-locomotor movements. So next is I have here a let's have a quiz, and you have to answer this in your paper. Okay, get one whole sheet of paper, and everybody read the directions. Everybody read.
Identify the movements that is mentioned in the sentence and identify if it's locomotor and non-locomotor. Write your answer in the blank. 2 points each question.
Okay, so you have to identify the mentioned movements in the sentence, and then you have to identify if what kind of locomotor is that movements. Okay, understand?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. Okay, please pass your papers in front. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so I have here an assignment. Okay. This assignment is, you can pass this assignment for tomorrow. Okay, everybody read.
Different the locomotor and non-locomotor using the Venn diagram.
Okay, so you have to differentiate what is the locomotor and non-locomotor movement. Okay, so is there any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you so much, and that's all for today. Goodbye. Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so before we start our discussion for this morning, let me introduce to you our objective in this lesson. Now, everybody read.
Identify the different kinds of angle.
Okay, we have to identify the different kinds of angle. Okay, do you have an idea or an example of a angle?
Right angle.
Okay, very good. It is a right angle. Now is next.
Describe the different kinds of angles, root objects, and draw an object that has a right, obtuse, and acute angle.
Okay, those are the three objectives of our lesson. Now, before we proceed to our discussion, we will have an activity first. So, this activity, you have to connect the dots, or you can draw the dots inside the square. Okay, anyone?
Ma'am.
Okay, Asli? So, thank you. Thank you. Now, what have you observed to our activity?
Shapes or
No, okay.
that's
There is a shapes or there is a triangle.
triangle.
Now, based on our activity, what is our possible topic in this morning?
shapes.
Shapes. Okay. Now, before we back it later and we start our discussion. Okay. Now, our topic is the different angle or the different kinds of angle. First is we have the,
Acute angle.
okay, everybody read.
Measures is not more than 90 degree.
Okay. Acute angle is measured is not more than 90 degree. So the possibility is it is measured, is it 30 to 60 degree because it is not more than in 90 degree. Next is we have the
Right angle. Measures exactly 90 degree.
okay. When we say right angle, it is an angle that measured exactly 90 degree or its sides is equal because it measures in 90 degree. Okay, so next is
Obtuse angle. Measures more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree.
okay, so obtuse angle measured more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So the possible measured is it 90 to 135 degree because it is the angle that less than 180 degree. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this is the acute angle. This is the example of the form of acute angle. Now, if we cut this melon, we can create a what?
Acute angle.
Okay, acute angle. Because its side is not more than 90 degree. Okay. Next is the right angle. So, this figure shows a right angle. Why? Because it has an equal sides of a angle. Remember class that when we say right angle, you can draw inside the angle of the form of a square. So, as you can see, we have this square inside the angle. Why? Because it is an equal size. Okay? So, next is the obtuse angle. So, what kind of figure is this?
Fun.
Okay, it's fun. Now, this figure shows an obtuse angle because this rays shows that the obtuse angle measured 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Okay, so understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any questions about the topic? Okay, so now let's proceed to our activity. Another activity. So I have this one, this house. Okay, so this house is, we have the different angle. Now, can you point me? Come on, Asli. Can you point me the obtuse angle? Okay, very good.
Because it measures more than 90 degrees
But less than
180 degrees.
okay, very good. Now, Cyril, what kind of these sides? What kind of angle is this?
Right angle.
What?
Right angle.
Okay. This is the, can you point me where is the right angle? Okay, so thank you. So this house is one of the example that everything's that you have that you can see in your house is the four kinds of angle. There is a four kinds of angle. How about this one? What kind of angle is this?
Acute
Yes?
angle.
Okay, very good. This is the acute angle. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, understand? Any questions?
No.
Okay. How about this one? What kind of angle is this? Acute. Okay, very good. Why is it acute? Because it is measured is not more than 90 degree. Okay, very good. Now, I will give you a quiz. Okay, get one sheet of paper and answer the following. I will give you 5 minutes to answer this. I will give you 5 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, so listen the instructions first. Everybody read.
Identify the hand of a clock if it is formed a right, acute, and obtuse angle.
Okay, so you have to identify the hand of a clock if it is formed a right, acute, and obtuse angle. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, pass your paper. Okay, thank you. And that is all for today. Goodbye. The grid cell. So, ang grid cell, mao ni siya ang pictures. So, dapat in circular form, Republic na siya ang Republika ng Pilipinas or the Republic of the Philippines. So, naa siya ang color. Left side, it's the blue. Right side is the red. And the 3 stars, which is represent in 3 islands. Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And this, the center sun, which is, we have the 8 rays. The 8 rays symbolize the first 8 provinces. So these 8 provinces symbolize in martial law, during the martial law. Manila, Cavite, Bulacan, Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Laguna, and Batangas. So, the blue partition represents peace, truth, and justice, and the red represents patriotism and bravery. So, the sun star colors symbolize the same things. The sun symbolizes unity, freedom, democracy, and sovereignty. So, mano siya ang symbol sa great seal. So, kanang the left side, it's American bald eagle. In left side sa blue, di ba? As we can see na siya an eagle. So, muna siya ang American bald eagle, grasping the olive branch of peace in one talon and the arrows of war in the other. So, nana siya symbol during the colonial. In right side field, red field, sits the Spanish lion rampant, a golden reminder of the colonial history we had under Spain. So, ang kaning nakabutang aning grid cell, so nag-emphasize siya after the during our colonial. So, another thing, the wing of the eagle always seems to be touching central central oval holding the sun. So, this may have been unintentional, but it seems to symbolize that America holds a very special place in our national hearts and mind. So, sila man to ang nakatabang sa tua during the colonial. So, gi-honor sila dinhi pag-abot sa
deliver in great sale. So as we can see, in circular form, naadi ang maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. So next we have the great seal should be placed in commission sign in the president. So dapat ang documents in signing the great seal dapat is naka-indicate siya from the president. So naka-sign sa commission sign of the president with papers of the Republic of the Philippines as may be provided by law. So ang president shall have custody of the seal, great seal. So siya ang naay custody para ma-release ning great seal. Dapat na siya by the president, by the honor by the president, or naka-signs ang president ani. And in official cells, another relic items and devices. In general description in this section or chapter 4, the government entity or the military, sila ang naay adopt the appropriate coat of arms. So sila ang naay administrative seals, logo, insignia, badges, patches, banners, and initiate awards, citations, orders, or decorations. So as we can see na sila yung mga logo, sila mga uniform no sa mga military. So sila ang naay approval nga dapat mogamit aning cells, great cells by the approval to the office of the president or to Congress. So tanang nag-purchase aning great seal or great seal or kanang coat of arms, dapat nag-purchase siya by the authorized by institute like inspector of COA, and representative using designs and specifications should be approved by the president or by the Congress through the institute. So ang COA and the president will be the one to approve the said heraldic. Chapter 7. So in general description, so in failure or refusal to observe provision of this act, so dapat masunod siya ang katong mga dapat so in chapter 7, penalties. So na siya mga penalties when it comes to provision of this act. So dapat masunod do siya ang mga rules and regulations corresponding by the office of the president. So ang president is naay right to publish at least once in newspaper of general circulation. So siya ang maay ang panukala or correspond violations no, ini violations wala kay mga penalties. So in section 49, so in general dapat masunod siya when it comes to commissions on higher education. So like education, so as we can see in our school, dapat ginasunod to ang national anthem, ang pagkanta, the proper singing of the national anthem, or in raising the national flag. So gi-obliged na sundon to nga regulations, rules and regulations of issued by office of the president. So dapat na alam siya public school as well as in adopted by law na gi-obliged na dapat masunod to nga proper the proper singing of or the in respect of our flag